everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some adverse conditions greeting both teams as they take the field in what will be a very wet stadium. Rain is falling, and it's going to be interesting to see just how heavily it factors into this game. It's the Texans going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match. Matchup between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Luck on first down. Moncrief brings it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, Luck. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 18 yards to pick up there.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well. To the air again, Luck.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Block throwing again. And finding Pruitt. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. Defense showing blitz.
Come on, let's go.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. After the run, Watson going to throw. And this one is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
$12 yards to go on 3rd down. The play clock's running down. Here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And he's got it to Hearns. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on second down is Love. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Love. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on third down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So 2, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watson, off play action. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Foreman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First down throw, Watson on the right side. This is Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On second down, here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. Miller with a first down and more. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Locke. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Telvin Smith able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. It's caught right side, it turns. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Completes it to Hearns. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Luck. And incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And, yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards to go here on second down. They run again with Foreman. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is Moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Back to throw, Love. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds Hearns left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll fake it. Now Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Locke sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson on first down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Here's Watson now on second down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Watson operating from the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
It's caught, Fedorowicz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Black round. Black round.
Watson looks to throw again. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jags, they move back over 500 now at 4 and 3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.